Hello viewers, welcome to ICSE English Academy. Today we are commencing with Act 3 Scene 2 of Julius Caesar. This scene is supposed to be very important, the most significant one, because in the previous scenes we have studied the situation of Rome where Brutus talks against Caesar, and he gives the reasons why he has killed Caesar, and he is ready to convince all the audience, telling that he has killed Caesar because Caesar was very ambitious. And if Caesar was alive, he is going to make everybody as his servants. With all those words, he is going to convince all the Romans. But later comes the speech of Antony, where he is so very skillful, wise, and he will turn the table on to the conspirators, and he is able to convince all the Romans that they have shed such costly blood on this earth, and Caesar is supposed to be a very good king, the noble person in the history who was killed for no reasons except jealousy. With his speech, he is able to turn the mind of each and every Roman, and in such a way he speaks, because the entire Rome was against Caesar. Antony was the only one man who was for Caesar or pro Caesar, and the whole situation will turn. Such a kind of change will take place in this scene. So, if you ask anybody, they would say, what is most important in Shakespeare's speech? 90% of the people who have read Shakespeare will say it is Antony's speech. So we are commencing with Act 3, Scene 2. Enter Brutus and Cassius and a throng of citizens. So this is the forum in Rome. Here Brutus enters, Cassius also enters, and throng of citizens. Throng means crowd of citizens. Citizens, we will be satisfied. Let us be satisfied. Brutus, then follow me. Then follow me and give me audience. Friends, Cassius, go you into the other street and part the numbers. Those that will hear me speak, let them stay here. Those that will follow Cassius, go with him, and public reasons shall be rendered of Caesar's death. So all the citizens are there in the crowd, the mob is there. Brutus wants to address them, and they want to know the reasons, and they are telling Brutus, we will be satisfied, we will be satisfied, we just want to know. Now Brutus tells them, then follow me, give me audience. That means all of you stay together with me. Friends, some of you go to other street where Cassius wants to address you. So here Brutus is giving clear instructions to the entire crowd of Rome. He is telling, you have to divide yourself into half. One half will be addressed by me. All others should go to the other street. Divide yourselves, and I'm speaking here, and Cassius will be speaking on the other street. So others go to him. We are giving you the public reasons why Caesar has been killed. First citizen, I will hear Brutus speak. Second citizen, I will hear Cassius and compare their reasons when severally we hear them rendered. So the first citizen is telling, okay, then I will hear Brutus speak. Second citizen says, I will hear Cassius speak. Then we will have good comparison. We can compare them. Like that, the second citizen is telling. Exit Cassius with some of the citizens. Brutus goes into the pulpit. Now, Cassius with some of the citizens will go to the other street. Now, Brutus enters into the pulpit. Now, pulpit here refers to the platform or the stage where Brutus is addressing the crowd. Third citizen, the noble Brutus is ascended silence. Now the third citizen is telling, oh, in the crowd, he is making others to be quiet. Yes, yes, noble Brutus has ascended the stage. Be quiet, like that he is making others to be quiet. Brutus, be patient till the last. No, Brutus told them, have patience till the end of my speech. You have to listen calmly. Romans, countrymen, and lovers, hear me for my cause, and be silent, that you may hear, believe me for mine honor, and have respect to mine honor, that you may believe. Censure me in your wisdom, and awake your senses, that you may the better judge. Brutus started telling the crowd, Romans, countrymen, and lovers, you have to listen to me. You have to be very quiet. Awoke your senses. Have respect for me when you are listening to my speech. You are the better judges. If there be any in this assembly, any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. Look at the words, how Brutus is convincing all the people in the crowd. He is telling, if there is any dear friend in this crowd who is for Caesar, he says, even I have lots of love to Caesar. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more. Each and every word is crafted so beautifully here. He says, it's not that I don't love Caesar. I have lots of love for Caesar. But at the same time, even if I love Caesar, my love for Rome is more than Caesar. I loved Caesar less, but I loved Rome more. Had you rather Caesar were living and die all slaves than that Caesar were dead to leave all free men? He is posing a question in front of the crowd. He is telling, which one will you prefer? Do you want to prefer Caesar living and living, all of you living as slaves, or Caesar dead to leave all Romans as free men? So what does it mean? He says if Caesar were alive, all the Romans would have lived like slaves. I love Rome more than Caesar. As that is the reason why I had to kill Caesar. This becomes one important point. So he poses a question to the audience itself. He started telling, which is better, you people or the better judges? If Caesar were alive, you would have lived like slaves. Because Caesar is dead now, you are living like free men in Rome. As Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. When Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, as Caesar loved me, I weep for him. As he was fortunate, I rejoice at it. Fortunate here refers to he was successful in the war. He was very successful and popular among the people. So I rejoice at it. As he was valiant, I honor him because he was so very brave, courageous, he was valiant. I honor him, but he was ambitious. I slew him. Slew him means killed him because he was ambitious, I slew him, I killed him, I slew him. There is tears for his love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, and death for his ambition. These are the different kinds of emotions I have exhibited for Caesar. I have honored him for many things. He was valiant, I have honored him. For his success, I have congratulated him and I was very happy for him. But when he became more ambitious, I had to kill him. There is tears of love, joy for his fortune, honor for his valor, death for his ambition. Underline this sentence, death for his ambition. Why I had to kill him? Why I have to give the punishment of death for Caesar? Because of his ambition. Who is here so base that would be a bondman? Is there any kind of base? Base here refers to a foolish person who want to live like a bondman, who want to live like a servant. If any, speak for him. Have I offended? Now, if such a person is there who would like to live like a servant throughout his life, then come forward and speak. For him, have I offended? Now he is questioning them again. Have I done any offense? Who is here so rude that would not be a Roman? If any speak for him, have I offended? Who is here so vile that will not love his country? If any speak for him, have I offended? Now he started asking series of questions to the public. Is there any such rude person who do not want to live like a Roman? Who want to live like a bondman throughout his life, then come and speak. Explain it to me. Have I offended? Have I done any mistake by killing Caesar? Who is here so vile that will not love his country? Is there any person in this country who will not love his country, Rome at all? Then for such a person, have I offended? Tell me, have I offended? If any speak for him, have I offended? If any of you wanted to speak on behalf of him, such a person, have I offended? Have I done any mistake? I pause a reply. Now I will be quiet. Immediately, the entire crowd was convinced and they started telling, oh, this is Brutus who has not done any mistake at all. For the sake of good of Rome, he has killed Caesar. Like that, they started believing immediately, instantaneously, they started believing the words of Brutus. All see the reaction of the public there. All, none Brutus, none Brutus. Then none have I offended. I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. Immediately Brutus started telling, if you think I have not offended anybody, I have done no more to Caesar than you shall do to Brutus. You have got all the liberty to do the same kind of act to Brutus also. If you think I have done any mistake, the question of his death is enrolled in the capital. We have enrolled everything, we have recorded everything in the capital. His glory is not extenuated, wherein he was worthy, nor his offences enforced, for which he suffered death. Now, Brutus, no doubt he is a great patriot. So he was just brainwashed by Cassius that Caesar is a threat to Rome. That is the reason why he joined those conspirators to kill Caesar. So that's why here he says, we Brutus has Caesar has done so many good things also. So everything, his glory, what he has done to Rome is not extenuated. We have recorded everything. His glory, his fame, everything is also recorded. Wherein he was worthy, that also recorded. It is his offenses only is not enforced, is not highlighted, for which he suffered death. So here he says, we have recorded everything correctly. His glory also we have recorded, for which he was worthy, and his offenses also is equally recorded. Enter Antony and others with Caesar's body. Now Antony enters there with Caesar's body. Here comes his body mourned by Mark Antony, who, though he had no hand in his death, shall receive the benefit of his dying, a place in the commonwealth, as which of you shall not? With this I depart, that as I slew my best lover for the good of Rome, I have the same dagger for myself, when it shall please my country to need my death. Now, he just introduced Mark Antony there to the crowd, and he said, here comes Mark Antony, who just want to speak on behalf of Brutus in his funeral. With this I depart, I slew my best lover for the good of Rome. Once again he repeated, for the good of Rome, for the welfare of the Rome only, I have killed Caesar. And he showed a dagger to the public. I have this dagger always with me. If the country needs my blood, if the country needs me, I am ready to kill myself with this dagger. I am ready to give my life also. All, leave Brutus, leave, leave. No, all of them, they started praising Brutus like anything. Long live Brutus, like that they are appreciating. First citizen, bring him with triumph home unto his house. Now they decided immediately. Now, here, if we look at the reactions of these citizens, they are not firm minded, it appears in the play. They are not very firm and determined. Every time they are changing. Second citizen, give him a statue with his ancestors. Now let us make a statue of Brutus along with his ancestors. Third citizen, let him be Caesar. Now the third citizen is telling, let him occupy the position of Caesar. Fourth citizen, Caesar's better parts shall be crowned in Brutus. Caesar has done so many good things also to the country. So let all those better parts we will see in Brutus, and let him be crowned. First citizen, we will bring him to his house with shouts and clamors. Now the first citizen is telling, let us follow Brutus, let us bring him to his house with a lot of shouts and clamors. Honor. Brutus, my countryman. Second citizen, peace, silence, Brutus speaks. Now Brutus started telling them. Now, the second citizen is making everybody quiet. He is telling, hey, do not talk. Now, Brutus is going to speak. First citizen, peace. Ho. Now, the first citizen also says, have peace. Brutus is going to speak now. Brutus, good countrymen, let me depart alone, and for my sake stay here with Antony. Do grace to Caesar's corpse, and grace his speech, tending to Caesar's glories, which Mark Antony, by our permission, is allowed to make. I do entreat you, not a man depart, save I alone, till Antony have spoken. Now, here, Brutus, one second. Here, Brutus is convincing the audience, and he says, all of you good countrymen, I will go alone. Now I am going away from this place, and for my sake, all of you should stay with Antony. Antony will make a speech to grace Caesar's dead body. Now he will be telling about Caesar's glories also, and he will be speaking by our permission. He is allowed to make. So remember, we have given permission to Mark Antony to speak in front of you all. I do entreat you, not a man depart. So I'm ordering you, I'm requesting you, not even a single man should go away from here. Save I alone till Antony have spoke. So all of you should stay back till Antony speaks. So he himself gave the instruction, inviting disaster, which we'll know later. So Brutus has given permission to Antony to speak in front of the all the audience. Of course, after Brutus' speech ended only, Antony is going to speak all the conditions he has met, and he has announced in front of all the crowd that Brutus has given permission for Mark Antony to speak in front of the people, and he himself is not allowed to speak just like that. Exit. Telling like that, Brutus went away. First citizen, stay ho and let us hear Mark Antony. Now, first citizen says, all of you stay back. We will hear Mark Antony. Third citizen, let him go up into the public chair. We will hear him. Noble Antony, go up. So the third citizen is telling, go up into the pulpit, Mark Antony. We will hear him. Noble Antony, go up. Antony, for Brutus' sake, I am beholding to you. Now, Antony says, because Brutus has given me permission, for Brutus' sake only, I am standing in front of you all. Goes into the pulpit. Now he enters the pulpit. Fourth citizen, what does he say of Brutus? Now, what is he speaking about Brutus? Third citizen, he says, for Brutus' sake, he finds himself beholding to us all. Now, the third citizen is telling, because Brutus has given him permission, and for the sake of Brutus, he is beholding to us all. That means he is speaking to us all. Fourth citizen, it were best he speaks no harm of Brutus here.